So as you can see, the first notable thing once restarting with guest editions installed is that the resolution is now correct. It's running at 1366 by 768 pixels, which is exactly what we wanted. I'm going to enter my password and hit enter. And now we're going to see if it's actually going to speed up and provide better performance for us. And that looks to be the case. I'm going to open the dash. It's a bit laggy, but not too painful. So that's good. Now, we're actually going to get into the customizations. So the dash here, or the launcher on the left-hand side, already has some items pinned to it. If you don't want something pinned, you can simply right-click, unlock from launcher. Now, let's say I want to move stuff around. You can hold your left mouse button until it slightly displaces it, and then you can move it up and down and place it wherever you want to. In order to get to the configurations that we want to make, we need to download some files. So open up Firefox, and what we're going to be looking for is a theme and an icon theme. Now, what is a theme in Linux? GTK is the theming engine that Unity uses, Unity being the desktop environment we're currently in. The GTK theme controls everything about how things look. And so these window controls appear this way right now. The title bar is a dark gray. The selected color is orange, which means if I select items, it's orange. If I select something over here, it's orange as well. These are all things that we can change, but in order to do that, we need some GTK themes, and we get those by going to gnome-look.org. Now, in my experience with Ubuntu 15.10 so far, where it's newer, it's using GTK version 3.18. And so older GTK themes appear to break. We may be able to see that here. This is a theme for GTK 3.16 and 18. Let's have a look at that. We can click on the images here to see larger versions of the image, and that looks like a neat theme. I think I want to use that. So in order to do that, we scroll down here where we see the download links, and we want to make sure it's compatible with our GTK version. So click download on the second link on this theme. You guys feel free to really explore the themes here on GNOME Look, and we will install them together. You guys can pause the video if you want to and find some. Some of the links to download the themes and icons link to other locations. This specific instance is DeviantArt. And so I will click the download button here. It's a 4.5 megabyte archive file. And so I'm going to open it with my archive manager. You could also save the file to your downloads directory, but I just want to open it. Now, once it's opened in the archive manager, we can see the theme file here. We're not going to select that. We're just going to click extract. And this is going to open up a file browser where we can actually choose where we want to extract it to. So I'm just going to put it in downloads and then select extract. Once it's done extracting, we can either close this message and leave the archive manager open. We can show the files and leave the archive manager open, or we can quit. I'm going to click quit for now. We're also going to need an icon theme, and there are similar issues with the icons as there are to GTK themes for different versions of GTK. Some icon themes don't appear to have every necessary icon, so they can look a little messed up. I think I like this one. So again, I'm going to check it out in a larger image here, and that does look pretty nice. That's nice and flat. So I'm going to download that here. Now, icon themes typically are a lot larger than GTK themes. I've seen archives as large as 300 megabytes. That's quite large. There's no download button here. So let's look and see if they have a different way to install them. Here's the download link right here. It's on GitHub. I'm going to click that, and I'm also going to open that with the Archive Manager. And while that's doing its thing, we're also going to find a nice wallpaper that we want to use. So I'm going to search this. Go to Images. I'm going to take this one. Once it loads the image, I'm going to right-click and click Save Image As. I'm going to save it into my Downloads directory. We've got about 1 minute remaining for the icons here, so I'm just going to minimize Firefox, and we are going to install an application that we need in order to really configure the system. You could go to the system settings, and this is good for some things, and I'll show you here in one moment, but there actually is a tool designed to give you even more control over your system. So this is the system settings, and here you can very minimalistically change the appearance, and by that I mean it lets you change the wallpaper and the size of the icons on the left. That's not exactly how much customization we want to do. It also has a behavior tab. You can auto hide the launcher if you want to. We don't want to, so I'm going to turn that off. It gives you great control for mouse, your power settings. You can change the screen display if your screen isn't displaying at the correct resolution. You've got sound settings, and you've got a lot of other things here. So explore that if you'd like. I'm going to close that for now. Here's the icon archive that we downloaded. I'm going to extract this into my downloads directory. Now I'm going to install something called the tweak tool. This is the tool that I was referring to earlier that's going to allow us to really configure the system. So bring up terminal with Control-Alt-T. Once terminal comes up, we're going to run another task as an administrator. So we're going to type sudo. The program we want to use is called apt-get, which this is what you use to manage software, either install or uninstall. The action we want apt-get to do is going to be install, and then what we want it to install is called Unity Tweak Tool, and then hit enter. Put in your password. It's not going to show the letters being typed, but it is going in. I'm going to quit out of that now. While it's installing Unity Tweak Tool, there's something we need to do with files. So if we go to my home directory and then into downloads, here are the files that we've saved. This is the icon theme and this is the GTK theme. So these are the actual theme directories. We can see if we go in here, we should see some other files that include an index of the theme. So these are the files we're going to copy. So we're going to select them all and hit Control-C to copy them. Then hit Control-T to open a new tab in the file manager. And in the new tab, we're going to go to Home. We can't see the hidden directories. So hit Control-H. It's going to allow us to see all the hidden files and directories. Now, any file or directory that begins with a period is denoted as a hidden location or hidden file. We need to create one of these for themes. So right-click and select New Folder. Type in period themes and hit Enter. Then in this themes directory, hit Control-V. We're going to paste the themes that we selected in the other tab there and copy them over. We need to do roughly the same thing for icons. So if I go back to my other tab here, back up to Downloads, and then into the icon theme directory. Okay, so it's one level up that we've got to copy. So go back to Downloads, Control-C. Let's go back to our other tab here. Go back up to Home. Now we need to create another hidden directory called Icons. It's very straightforward stuff. So period, icons, enter. And it's lagging a bit. There we go. Let's go into this directory. And then Control-V to paste the previously copied files. Alright guys, that actually took a really long time. I suspect because it's running in a virtual machine, it's emulating the file system type. I really can't wait till we can install it directly to the hard disk, which is going to be not in the next video, but in the module after that. But we finally got the icon theme copied over into the icons directory. We have also got the Unity tweak tool installed. So if I open up the dash and type tweak, it may not find it because we just installed it. There's an issue I've been noticing with Ubuntu 15.10 so far, is that changes in the dash aren't made as soon as they should be. So I'm going to scroll through here and see if we can see the dash hasn't been updated. So I'm going to take this opportunity to explain to you guys a little bit about how a file system works. If we go to computer, that is going to go to the root directory, as I explained in the previous video. Now /home is right here. That's where our user directory is. /user is used by the system for a lot of things. Bin in this user directory contains binary files that you can run. But you wouldn't typically run them by navigating to the bin directory. We're going to go back to user, and you guys feel free to do the exact same thing if you have the same problem. We're going to go into share, and the share directory in user basically is used as a place to house configuration files for the binary applications. We have an applications directory. And this directory has all of the installed applications. These are all .desktop files. You can't see the file extension, but that's what they are. And basically, when you run one of these or from the dash, these files contain what binary files to run, from where, how, etc. Should see Unity Tweak Tool right here. There we go. So if you double click on that, it's going to launch the Tweak Tool, which is exactly what we want to happen. And now this is what we're going to be using to customize the system. First thing I want to do before I even do that, I want to change my desktop wallpaper. It's as simple as this. Find an image file on your file system. In this instance, it's in our Downloads directory. Right-click it and select Set as Wallpaper. Good stuff. Now I want to change some things about the launcher. Here we can also set it to auto-hide, which we're not going to do. We can change the icon size, so I'm going to take it down to 38 pixels. I'm going to make it a bit more transparent. You can also change it to a custom color rather than a color based on the wallpaper. So this would be blue in this instance. If I turn transparency all the way down, we see what color actually is chosen. So I'm going to set that to about there. We can change the panel as well. Looks like it locked up a little bit. There we go. We can make the panel entirely transparent if we want. We can make it kind of transparent, or we can make it not transparent at all. This really depends on the theme we're going to be using. If we go back to Overview, we're going to come down to Appearance and select Theme. Our theme doesn't look like it worked, so let's have a look. I'm going to go up to my home directory, the themes, see, there we go. Here's the problem. So in each one of these, we need to take the directory and pull it back to themes. So in the theme dark, I'm going to pull that up to themes. It's not working. Hold on, this is very sensitive. Let me try that again. Once we see that, we should be good to drop it. There we go. Go into the main theme file, drop it right there. All right. Now, we do actually have to restart Unity Tweak Tool. Still not picking it up. Cool. So we're going to go to Computer, User, Share, Applications, way down to the bottom, launch Unity Tweak Tool. Select Theme. Now we can select the theme that we want to use. There we go. This is actually broken, it appears. See the window. You can see a bit of fray right there. Looks like it is indeed broken. So this is one of those broken themes I was talking about. It's not too broken though. You really can't notice. And then over in Icons, we're going to select the icon theme that we also just downloaded, which was Masala. We can go over to Cursor as well. Change it to a black cursor. Let's go to Window Controls. This doesn't work. I've noticed this and it hasn't been fixed yet. It's going to keep the window controls up here. I'm going to come back to the panel settings because it's very transparent at this point. Oh, that looks nice. Oh, it's supposed to be entirely transparent. Set it like that. That looks all right. There we go. So we have a briefly customized version of Ubuntu. Feel free to explore a little more and do any configurations that you want to do. In the next video, we're going to be discussing desktop environments. So this is Unity, albeit a slightly customized version of Unity. In the next video, we're going to be installing Cinnamon and maybe a few others. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Hello everyone, thank you for joining me again. In this video, we're going to be going over installing and configuring PhPMyAdmin. So first, what is PhPMyAdmin? Well, it's easily explained as a graphical interface for interacting with MySQL databases that you can access in your browser. So the way to install it, it is in the official repositories of Ubuntu and should be in all Ubuntu derivatives. So just open up your terminal and type in sudo apt-get install PhPMyAdmin. So we're going to set a MySQL admin password. You guys, I have had this package installed already, so you guys may get another prompt asking for a password. I would just use the same one. Just creating a configuration file there. So we're going to now edit the Apache 2 configuration file, and I believe that is just apache2.conf. And it is okay. So sudo nano etc apache2 apache2.conf. And in here, just go to the bottom of the file. And write include etc slash phpMyAdmin slash apache2.conf, and then Control O to save, Control X to exit, and then restart Apache 2. I got the path wrong, I believe. One sec. Is there a PHP? Okay, so let's ls etc phpMyAdmin apache conf. Let's make sure I included the correct file. So in here, at the very bottom, it was etc slash phpMyAdmin slash Apache. I don't think it was Apache 2, I think it was just Apache. Yeah, okay, yeah, it was. Okay, that was the problem. I included the wrong file. So once you include the correct file, restart Apache 2.